our campus infrastructure is going to have the connections to wireless access points. And those wireless access points, there are options for how we configure our switch ports that go to the access point. Two very different strategies. Now, let's say that we had what is called an autonomous access point. Now, we're talking more full-featured than the kind of access point that you plug in at the home. We're talking an access point that might potentially service multiple SSIDs and multiple wireless LANs. Now, I want you to see this and go, okay, we've got the regular infrastructure wireless LAN with its SSID. That's the name that, when you go to a hot coffee shop and you plug into a hotspot and they give you the code, not the code, but the name of the wireless LAN. That's the SSID, the service set identifier. Now, you might also have a wireless LAN that's for guest purposes. That's two SSIDs. That's two different broadcast domains, essentially, in the wireless space. This access point servicing both is going to need a trunk in order to bridge the wireless traffic into the Ethernet domain. So we would have the company wireless traffic, go and be tagged accordingly. It would be tagged with a unique identifier. So this company wireless LAN would be mapped to a VLAN. Let's say that was mapped to VLAN 910. And all the wireless VLANs are in the 900 space. Might be how I'd do it in the real world. It depends on what I'm working with. And then the guest wireless LAN would go across as maybe VLAN 990. Chose 990 because that's going to stand out to me and go, oh, that's for guest connectivity, and I'm going to treat that very, very differently, but still in the 900 space. So we're going to have to tag that. This is a good picture. It's not complete picture, but it's going to give you an insight into what is done. Now, there's another way to go. If we have a controller-based wireless LAN, we're talking lightweight access points. Lightweight access points work totally differently than an autonomous access point. And I mean so much differently. Just throw the book out, start from scratch. These plug in via an access port. That's right. Because here's what's going to happen. The traffic for the guest wireless and the company wireless is going to get its own tunnel straight to the wireless LAN controller. It's going to be tunneled inside of it. And if we opened up the insides, we would see that, yes, all of the wireless traffic is getting tunneled between the lightweight access point and the wireless LAN controller. And so what you're often going to find in the real world is there's going to be a dedicated VLAN for your lightweight access points. And let's say we had 20 lightweight access points. Those might have VLAN 905, let's just say. And they would all be plugged into via access links as that VLAN. Choose your own VLAN, whatever you want numerically. And in different switch blocks, you'd have different wireless VLANs for your lightweight access points. But this is important stuff. As a switch administrator, you should have some clue as to what is necessary. You might want to read about it before you deploy it, but it's important to get in the right mindset. And the mindset is so different between the two different access points that we might have to interface with.